Right one now. And that song is stuck in my head. Hello, hello, hello. We are doing, as per usual, resume reviews. I don't know why I said it like that, and I hate it. Yeah, I got so many to do. I finished most of the others, and I still have more, so that's fun. We're doing a embedded Linux developer, which honestly kind of new to me. So they also are in Egypt, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but we're gonna try. So, all right, minimum bachelor's. So we're gonna have as a keyword and qualifications. So I'm gonna say primary language, which in this case is going to be Python or C++. Mm, integration, ARM 86. Is that the name for that? Okay. And then we have these are probably going to be the more common ones. Do 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 do. All right. Ask me any questions about your job search. I will be happy to answer them. Sir. Be not afraid. Yeah, I was gonna do that. Be not afraid to ask questions. Be not afraid to ask questions. I am here to help everyone in their job search. Um, and if I am doing something, feel free to ask. I will get to it after I am done to it after I'm done. Something. Feel free to ask your questions. Questions, and I will get to it after I'm done. There we go. Those are the words I wanted to use. All right, cool. Let's see this. Let me see if I can actually find the qualifications that are equivalent. Embedded software engineer. See, preferred L2 networking. Maybe this will be better to go through Indeed. Embedded Linux software engineer. Okay, jeez Louise. All right, what is this job? C++ kernel stem, track record, ignored, ignored. Professional written and spoken English. That might not be a thing you're supposed to be able to ask. Linux, obviously the word Linux. I mean, yeah, it's a Linux developer, so. Okay. If he's 86. Okay, cool. I am correct on that one. So let's keep this. And then ARM, I also saw. Ubuntu, okay, and then Linux kernel development engineer. That's not formatted well. This is a bad job description. Junior software developer, embedded Linux consultant. Close enough, hopefully. Skills, holiday leave. Oh my God, please give me good job descriptions. Okay, I think I saw these words. And then Ubuntu, I did see before. Ubuntu, Python, C, or Rust. There's also a multitask, quick learner, successfully travel, blah, blah, blah. Uh, let's do these. And then we do want to say, I hate how most of them say, what is this? A humble learner and quick study. That's a way to say that. So multitask, um, quick learner, I guess, but I don't like that. Let's go to the next one, see if I can find it. Okay, embedded Linux engineer, preferred candidates, C++, Python, Git. Okay, so they did Git. I'm spelling Git wrong. Nobody likes it when you spell Git wrong. All right. Experience at NC programs, robotics, IoT. See, that seems like company specific. Multitask and can work autonomously. Can work autonomously. Right, I'm gonna do one more for these because like these are all. Is this even the same one? That's the same one. All right, let's do one more. Senior embedded platform, Linux system engineer. Are those even the same? Let's do this one, even if that's hopefully Linux. Preferred skills, GUI, development, firmware, bootloader, C++, RTOS. Those are what I found. Okay. No, I already have it. I already have RTOS. So whatever the heck that means. C++, risk assessment, organization, progress tracking, updates, troubleshooting embedded systems, key boop, center cybersecurity. Okay. So that should be enough for now, hopefully. Huh. Okay, so anybody have any questions before I go to this resume real quick, which I need to bring up? Which I will do in a couple of seconds. And obviously you can ask it after ring or whatever. I just wanted to. Oh no. Hey Bear Bear, I love you. I need to get a camera set up for you, buddy. Yeah, this Black Friday, I think I'm gonna splurge on some equipment. Yes, that's what my goal is. So, all right. Thou have spoken now, so held thy peace. So, let's do brain immediately stopped working. Let's do this resume. All right. So, for this resume, brain, no, stop recording. I need to give it a second. I think I need to give it a second. It's hard to tell with this half the time. All right, there we go. We are doing a resume review of MM, who is looking for an embedded Linux developer. The developer is cut off. Ah. But again, this person is in Egypt, so I've never placed a role in Egypt, so I'm going to do my best. I had to look for roles in the United States because I'm pretty sure they were in a different language when I tried to search for Egypt. And we're going to do it based on that. So, what we're going to be looking for, and a lot of these are going to vary, is going to be primary language, which is going to seems to be about Python, C, or C++, seems to be the common languages. They're going to look for the word Linux and any of those things that you do with Linux, such as Yocto, build root, in addition to the word RTOS, that was in a lot of them. Ubuntu, x86, ARM, and Git are also popular keywords, and I2C, SPI, USB, and embedded systems, along with the ability to multitask. I've done a lot of software engineers, and weirdly enough, the embedded Linux developer had a lot more you need to multitask and work independently than the normal software developers. So, with that said, we're going to look for those things. And there's probably going to be more because the environment you're going to be working in is going to change that. But these are at least a common baseline that we can search for. So they have a bachelor's of communication engineering, graduate center growth developer. I don't know if this is needed. Aiming to apply in embedded Linux bash. Yeah, this is not needed. Aspiring to enhance my skills. I don't know what that sounds weird. Help achieve company goals and contribute to innovative projects and companies. Yeah, this entire objective can be deleted. I don't think it adds anything. Dual bachelor's degree. That's fine. Yep, that's good. I don't know if you need this or not. This might be something you need in other countries. In the United States, at least, if you have a bachelor's, you don't need to put in your secondary type that well, I guess that's not even secondary. That would be like an associate's degree. Not sure. This is probably a cultural thing that may be different, but you would only need at least this. Uh, then we're going to this, which is the 6 month diploma. That's fine. Gain proficiency. I don't like the word gain proficiency. In Linux administration, Bash scripting. I did see Bash there, so that's actually a keyword. And system configuration along with hands-on experience in projects. Develop skills in Linux, file systems. Okay, built expertise in memory melodies, like tools debugging. I mean, the word Linux is good. We found it, and I did see Bash, which I forgot to add, so that is good. Mastered Yocto, which is one of them, so that's good. Project architecture covering pre-development and post-development stages. I wish they were written slightly differently, but again, this might be a difference in applying in the United States versus other places. They do have Yocto, they do have Linux, they do have Bash, which is good. I would just add more of the primary language, primarily like Python, C, C++, whichever one it was. If you can add some of those, that would be best, along with RTOS and x86. That maybe you couldn't add those. I don't want you to lie. I just those are things that I looked at that were missing a little bit from that. And the way it's written, I'm not a huge fan of because it says like you developed and you gained proficiencies, but like you didn't show me how you did that. Like you don't want to just say develop skills or gain proficiency or build expertise. You want to show what you did. You want to take out because they can't measure that, right? Like I don't let me refocus. Sorry, I'm sick and it's early and whatever, but you want to write instead of saying gain proficiency, you want to say something like uh built, wrote, created X, Y, and Z in Linux administration using bash scripting and system configuration along with X and Y. Like you need to I've covered this in others. You need to show, you cannot just tell. I need to see what the keyword is. What the keyword is, how you used it, and the result. And the result doesn't have to be a brag, but those are the three things I need. Three things I need. So, uh, because this doesn't, it just doesn't flow as well. But I will say you've got most of those keywords, so that's good. Which is great. So let's do precision training conference. I don't see anything here. Gain improvement develop C. Yeah. So I think you're primarily missing the primary language and then maybe a little bit of reworking your sentence structure along with a couple more of those keywords. But overall, this is possible that I could see people moving you forward and getting some interviews. Uh, but I just want to give you a better chance, and I think doing those things will give you a better chance of doing that. At least in the United States. I don't know what the Egyptian job market is at all. So hopefully that was helpful. And now we're doing another scene transition. Anyway, I'm on mute because I'm out. All right. No worries. I thought that was catchy. Uh, I don't think it's related, but I thought it was catchy. Uh, do, 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 do. Wait, where did I not record that? Wait, where did I go? No, where did that file go? I literally just made that. Well, shoot. Did it get lost somewhere? Did I not record that? No. Crud. Well, that stings. Let me do a quick test. Did I forget to No, no, it didn't record. Darn it. Oh, that super stinks. I hate that. Jeez Louise. All right. Well, now I have to redo it. All right. Let's try this again. Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to redo this. I am the headless headhunter, which you already know because this is a part of it. Blah blah blah. Whatever. That's a bad recording. I'm not doing that one. My goodness gracious. Okay, redo a resume. This is a resume of MM who is looking for a embedded Linux developer. Also, slight note to everybody who wasn't watching this live, I forgot to record the last one. So I did like a 7 minutes of this. So now I'm going to do it again. So I have seen this and I know what I'm going to be looking at. So they're going to be looking for these keywords and qualifications, which is going to be a primary language, which I did see they were missing a lot from the resume. Because it doesn't really this part doesn't really matter or count most of the time. We need it in the bullet points. Then they're looking for Linux, which is Yocto, Buildroot, and OTOS, which they did have Yocto. Probably mispronouncing that. Then also you want Ubuntu, x86, ARMGit, and ICP, SPU, USB embedded systems, and multitasking can work autonomously. So they are looking for a position, I assume, in Egypt. I could not find any embedded Linux developers in Egypt, probably because they were in a different language. So I had to base this on the United States roles, which, again, I don't know how much that's going to cross, like how accurate it's going to be, because this is the only thing I could do with that. So, without further ado, take this with a grain of salt. But since I did just see this, I'm going to tell you what you are missing pretty quickly. So, I like the fact that you have Linux. I like the fact you have scripting and Bash, which is something I did forget to add to the keywords list. You have Yocto, which is good. You have Linux again. You want that pepper throughout your resume. I did not really see the primary language. I did not see like Ubuntu, x86, or Git. So those are the things I want to see, and I didn't really see anything here except for C, but this is really far on the bottom. In addition, in the United States, this is not something you would need to add. You would keep the bachelor's and remove this, but that may be a not in the same country kind of thing. So I don't know the recruiting meta in Egypt. So that may be something you want to keep or not. And again, this part right here doesn't really say anything. You need these in the bullet points, not just up here. And speaking of the bullet points, the issue I have with them is they don't flow very well. You just say gain proficiency, develop skills, built expertise, mastered. Those don't mean anything. I need you to show what you did with it. The key to writing a good keyword bullet point is going to be what the keyword is, then how you used it, and the result of it. The result does not have to be a brag, it just needs to be what it did. So, as an example, which I'm probably going to get the actual tools wrong because I am not an embedded Linux developer, is instead of built expertise in memory management, I would say something like, uh, you know what, let me go to another one. So instead of develop skills in Linux process management, it would be like created X and Y in Linux using Y and Z. Or alternatively, instead of gain proficiency in Linux administration, it was used bash scripting system configuration in a Linux environment along with X and Y to do Z. That is the primary problem is you are saying you learned stuff, but you did not show how you learned that. And they don't really care that you learned that. It is good for internships, but you don't want all your bullet points to be that. Like but it seemed like you're not applying for an internship. You're applying for your first position. But again, maybe not. Again, this is a different country, so I don't know all the ins and outs of that. But at least from a United States perspective, I would need to say used Yocto project architecture to do X, Y, and Z, which resulted in Y. And that is my biggest problem with the resume. But I can see the fact that you do have Yocto, do have Linux. I can see a couple of people moving you forward. So, but I just want you to have a better chance. So just add some of these if you can add them. I don't want you to lie. So, all right. Well, now let's check. That is recording. All right. So now scene transition. Still scene transition. I didn't do it fast enough. All right. Loading. All right, cool. That one worked. Thank goodness. I would have been very sad if that did it a second time. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. Next resume we've got business analyst. There's a lot of business analysts. It's like entirely. See, I get why it's IT because like market not good, but there's a lot of business analysts as well. That wasn't what I was expecting, truthfully, to have this many business analysts. Business analyst. And then we are looking for a resume of. All right, that is completed. So this is AD. Uh, all right, that is a nightmare to read, specifically with all the blocking out, but that's not something I'm going to be judging them on. All right, so what do I do with this one? What are we doing? Business analyst, didn't I? Do I have common keywords of business analyst? I need to make a common keywords of business analyst. I'm getting those a lot. So business analyst, let's look those up. Okay, and this is of the blank. I need to stop saying people's fake names because like nobody puts them in, which I don't blame them. It's kind of a not off thing, a different thing. So, let's see. Most of the top has educational. So, top skills. Years of experience, it's fine. Project management, operations experience, sensitive working with cross-functional. Cross-functional, there it is. You're gonna want cross-functional. Um, I cannot imagine that is the first keyword. Then it is QA testing, and then I assume based on data, this is going to be stuff. So SQL and data analysis. Hmm. Ow. Why is this in bullet points, but this isn't? Okay, is that it? Is that the entire thing? Okay, well, that doesn't help me very much. Business analyst. Okay, good. These are well formatted bullets. Degree, development, implementing software and data systems, agile software development team, leadership. Okay, though these are required. Middle market priorities and adjust. So basically multitask. I mean, it's multitask. Multitask. Uh, let's see. Willingness to share information. Business analyst. Basic qualification. SQL. This is the one I was looking for. Knew it. I knew there was one that was here. Well, Looker is something that I haven't seen as much, so maybe not Looker. Let's see, Python, SQL, ETL, high growth tools, ticketing. Yeah, multiple levels, cross-functional, from IC to stakeholders/managers. Absolutely, and then dashboard, I assume, or is that business scientist? I know where this one is. My father used to work for Walgreens. Let's see. Microsoft Word. Oh, Excel, please. Excel, Word, uh, advanced. I assume PowerPoint too. Actually, PowerPoint hasn't been much of one. This is, there it is. I just see it now. Microsoft Word, changing slide. Yeah, this is all of this is actually hilarious. This is entirely like if you look at this, this is all just using Excel, Word, and like PowerPoint. So interesting. That's I think that one's funny. All right, let's see. Oh, these are great. Proven as an analyst, early data eliminating conclusions, proficiency in business tools and software, healthcare systems. There's a word for like dashboard, I think. Yeah, here it is. Multitask, cross-functional stakeholder managers, and then multitask and explain complex topics to everyone, to non-technical. Technically, those are the same, but not really. Business analyst at Impulse, which, by the way, person, you did a very solid job description. I appreciate this. This is a very, very good one. Multitask projects. Okay, I think that's solid. All right, let's do it. Am I missing anything? No. Cool. All right. For this resume, we are looking at a business analyst position. And all of those boxes make it hard for me to read, but I'm not going to judge you based on that because you don't want to be known, and I totally get that. So, the keywords and qualifications we are looking for are going to be SQL, not a SQL, data analyst, Tableau, Power BI, maybe Looker. I'll be honest, I'm not sure about that one. I saw it in one or two. Cross functional, so that you've worked in a cross functional environment and you've explained it to stakeholders, managers, etc. And IC, which is individual contributor, along with let's see, that you can multitask projects and explain those topics to non-technical people. I know these are very similar, but there's a slight difference. One is just that you've worked with those people. The other is that you can explain complex topics to them. In addition, Excel, advanced Excel, Word, and PowerPoint were in a few of them. So if you have that, you should put it, which I assume you do. Most people do, but they don't put it in, which is a crime against resumes. So, without further ado, let me see if I can judge it based on that. So, business analyst with experience in, oh my gosh, it's hard for me to read, but that is not what I'm going to judge on. Reporting process, strong background in utilizing SQL, Tableau, Power BI, Excel, decision making, proven ability. Okay, so I don't, I don't like this because I don't like summary sentences. Most of the time, they don't give you what you need. Typically, in my view, a summary sentence should only be done if there's something critically wrong with your resume that you need to convey immediately, such as you're switching from a uh, data analyst position into a career as a professional chef. So, in that case, you would put a summary that says, like, hey, I'm tired of that. I want to be a chef. So, but you do have the keywords. So, I'm like, so farther that this is fine. Built and maintained dynamic reporting dashboards using Power BI and Excel. That's good. I like that. Delivering accurate real-time reports. I don't know. Dynamic, I think in this case, normally I don't like flowery language, but dynamic is accurate in this one, I think. Reporting to empower department leaders in making data-driven strategic decisions. I like this. I actually think you can go further with specifically the empower part. Just say which allowed. Sorry, dog is whining at me. Okay, you're fine, Bear? Okay. Uh, Instead of like empower department leaders, say who they were, right? Like, are they the stakeholders? Are they the managers? Are they the CEO? I need to know. So, but otherwise, that is a solid first sentence. Conducted in depth data analysts, good. Data analysts is what we want. Support cross-functional projects, perfect. By identifying trends, resolving data inconsistencies, and implementing improvements to enhance departmental efficiency and accuracy. So I like that again. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything I would change. Like again, maybe you could make it say like that stakeholders used or something like that. But otherwise, I think that is a solid. So far, so good. Um, spearheaded a comprehension. Don't say spear, just say led. Led is better. Led a comprehensive project for workflow automations, leading visibility analysts, requirement gathering, and phase development to integrate OpenAI with Google's documentation. Okay, so I don't see anything there I would need. I'll be honest, that sentence might want to be reworked because so far it's great. I've seen Power BI, I've seen Excel. I would like a little bit more with those, honestly, and cross-functional. The third sentence, I think you can redo. Honestly, there's not much. I do like that there is AI in it, but it's not a keyword, it's a bonus. So you're really gonna have to put in one of those and AI if you can. Like, I don't know, multitasks, various projects, or created documents in Excel with using advanced Excel techniques. I do want to see advanced Excel somewhere. Word, PowerPoint. Like one of the job descriptions I looked at literally was just, can you do advanced Excel? Can you use Microsoft Word and can you use PowerPoint? And that was a solid bang one. So it is important to have those on there. You don't need to say you're the best with all of them except for Excel. You just need to show that you had them. But yeah, the third bullet point could be reworked. The first two, I like minor quibbles. So far, so good. Let's see. What else are we looking at here? Um, all right. So we are looking for a secured third place by developing Tableau dashboards and structured reports. That's fine. Identified strategy boost university for ETL process. I think I saw ETL in one or two of them, so that's fine. Uh, I don't like the third one. Demonstrated critical thinking, problem and storytelling using advanced organ. This means nothing. And then restaurant let it analyze JSON by SQL. So yeah. Um, So I assume those are intern positions, right? So here's a couple of things that I think may be having a problem. One, I don't see SQL enough. I understand you have it at the very top. That does not matter. You need it in the bullet points. Two, I'm missing a little bit about multitasking, but you do have enough about cross functional. But I do need to see who you're explaining those topics to and how they did it. So, I want you to say, like, explain complex topics such as X and Y to non technical people such as X and Y. Uh, but I think a bigger issue, and maybe you're blocking this out, which is fine. I know you don't want to be known, and that's okay. Is it may give the appearance that you're job hopping because you've only had a couple of these jobs for like. Also, look at this. This is March 2024 to May 2024. Well, this is April to February to April. Well, this is May to present. So this job is should be different. Like it's not in chronological order. In addition, all of these are only a couple of months, which I'm going to guess is because you are an intern and now you're applying for a non-intern position. The problem is if you do not label that as intern or contract, it's going to give the appearance of a job hopper, which is one of the biggest red flags to hiring managers, besides owning your own company. People in the last video said cell phone, but no, it's self owned, which I do understand because I said it weird. But yeah, this is probably a formatting issue more so than the bullet points because your points, while I have some nitpicks on, largely good. Uh, but yeah, it's the timeline of it looks weird, and it also looks like you've only been at every single job for like 2 months, and hiring managers hate that. You need to show that that was an internship, or alternate, like yeah, no, an internship or a project that had a fixed date, because if not, they are going to probably like immediately reject you. That is one of the biggest red flags is job hopping, not gaps. Everybody thinks it's gaps. It's job hopping, and if you have more jobs per year, they're gonna say no. Again, internships are an exception because those are going to be only a couple of months. That's what an internship is, but it's not labeled as an intern. Uh, and maybe that's within the black boxes, which is fine. But like right now, it looks like you've been at like 6 or 7 jobs in the same year, and we're not even at the end of the year. So this is gonna absolutely tank your chances unless you can like showcase why. because it doesn't matter how good the bullet points are. If they see a job hopper, unless it's for a short term contract, they are not going to go forward with it. It is such an uphill battle to convince somebody, convince a manager of a self owned or job hopper to get an interview. That to the point where most recruiters won't even try. Um, and honestly, job hopping is one where you can't really fight that if the manager thinks they're going to, which this reads like. So if these were internships, that's cool. Just put intern. But you have too much here. And this is all in also in the same year. Like you have an entire page of work history from the start of this year and it's not even ended. Like there's too much here. This looks weird to hiring manager, and I feel like that is probably going to be the issue. One of them. So yeah, it's a formatting and maybe too many. So that's my vote on this is I think the bullet points are good, but I would not be able to convince the manager that you're not a job hopper, so I wouldn't move you forward. Unless those were interns. If you said internship or you said project, but I don't see any of that. So unless it was for a short term contract. If it's for a couple of month contract, that's fine, you're in. But yeah, that's I couldn't move forward with this. I don't think the hiring manager would let me. So that's my review of this. And thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, no, it's really important to the algorithm. I found that out because I'm learning how to do the YouTube stuff. But I love to help people with resumes, so keep on sending them to me because I want people to have jobs, and I don't like the fact that a bad resume is maybe somebody's only skill they don't have. So yeah, later, y'all. All right, so that was AD. All right, who is next? That was AD, which is what I marked it. So we are now at AE. All right, and what are they looking for? All right, so that was good. They are looking for a software engineer. All right, what language are they? Did I do this one? No, I didn't. Huh? No, I did this one. I swear I did this one. Hold on. This was no. I gotta look at this. Like I swear I did this. There's anonymous Renaissance coder and resilient digital Vinci. Yeah, they did. Okay. I mean, this is a repeat of the last resume, but yeah. Okay. Whatever. I mean, this is they have different bullet points, but I already technically did this one. All right. So they are looking for Python developer. At least I know what this one is. All right. So obviously Python. Duh. And they're applying in the UK. UK? No, in Ghana. I don't know. So and in the US? I am very confused. All right, Python. That is obviously Python. And we're going to do cloud, which is going to be AWS, uh, GCP, Azure. I don't know why I can never remember Azure. Uh, let's see. RESTful, and then API, and then bonus for full stack, because everybody wants full stack. All right, software engineer Python, communications, Python, Flask, secret, Docker. All right. Oh, duh. This is a SQL. Any SQL. All right. Python, SQL, any. Uh, and what is this? A library, Postgre, Elasticsearch, Docker. I think Docker is pretty common. Python. AWS. Yep. There he is. Docker, Kubernetes, slash blah. Let's see this. Nope. What are we doing? Qualifications, Python developer. Engineer. Enhance that. Let me do this to get the music working. Uh, ba 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 ba. All right. HTML, JavaScript kits. Uh, oh, and Django. I forgot Django. Oh man, you did a good job description here. I love this. Oh man, I just want to give a shout out to this person because this is a perfect job description. Good job, you. That's great. I love it. I love it. That's so good. This is perfect. Exactly what candidates need. This is clearly laid out. It's perfect. I love it. You did a perfect job description. This is what we like to see. All right. So let's begin. Brain did not work. Okay, there we go. Wait, is this the beginning of a new video? Yeah, this is the beginning of a new video. Okay. I'm the headless headhunter, and I'm going to review this resume. And this person, anonymous Renaissance coder, thought they could get the best of me. No, this is a bad one. Yeah, doing this live is stressful. Python. Is that how you spell Da Vinci? All right, there we go. All right, let's review this resume. This is a resume from. See, they tried to catch me on this one. They already got their resume reviewed, which is fine. I do repeats, but this is also the Da Vinci person. So I see you. These were two differently formatted resumes, but this one is. I caught you. I caught you. I see. You don't have to send it under a different name. But yeah, I know who this is already. I reviewed it, but let's do this one because it is functionally different. So of Renaissance coder slash Da Vinci. person. You are looking for a Python developer. Now I can actually tell what position you are looking for. This is better than the other one, for sure. So, what we're looking for is going to be in a Python developer position is going to be Python. So anything with SQL, PostSQL, MySQL, Docker, Kubernetes, I can never pronounce that, and Django. In addition, anything with cloud, so AWS, GCP, Azure, RESTful, API, Agile, and while this is not required, there are bonus points for full stack because full stack is hot right now. I don't know why, but there's a lot of full stack positions out comparatively. So let's review this resume for the second. It is a different format. So with the again the caveat that I am a United States based recruiter, so the meta for resumes may be different outside of the U.S. All right, experienced software engineer with 6 years experience with product system. Yeah, this doesn't matter. All right, this whole part, technical skills. You kept it short, which is good. Uh, I'm not a huge fan of these, but I do know people can keep them in. Just try to keep it to 3 lines total. I didn't see any that had C4 models, diagrams. I do see Agile, but I don't think a recruiter is going to um, catch that. So let's go to the actual things. Develop Python services for data analyst tools and enhance observability for Scala microservices. This sentence means nothing to somebody who's non-technical, but you do have the right keywords, at least partly. So lead logging using Scala microservices with data APM reducing. I don't think there is. Again, I don't know if I found any with Scala. Like you should still have it, but I don't. I prefer other stuff first. Built into a row with Python. Okay, yeah. So like I don't see anything with Docker or Kubernetes or Django or Cloud or RESTful or API or Agile. I only see Python. And it's good that you have Python, but you need more. But this is a much better resume because at least I know which stack you're working in. Remember, this doesn't count. You can't just have this up here. It needs to be in here. So, but overall, still a better format than the last one, heads and tails, because I can actually tell what you're looking for. Then led automation developed for plans of modernized built data, Lance Farm. Nope, can't find it. CI/CD, you know what? That's a good one. I forgot to mention. And then you have it here, but you don't have it in here. It needs to be here. Technology use is fine, but like you can't. I need to take that out of my template. I'll be honest, because people keep using it incorrectly, which is fine because that means I did not explain it correctly. So that's on me. But you cannot use this as a crutch. You need it in the bullet points. Agile, good. ETL, think I saw one or two with ETL. PHP, yeah. Okay, so heads and tails better than the last biz one. I want to be honest, but we need more in the bullet points, right? Like I don't want to just see develop Python. I want to see that first sentence should be a summary of what you do, right? So like developed Python X for our company's Y using X, Y, and Z. And then instead led logging overhauls using structured Scala microservices. See, you know what? Scala is good. Data APMs reducing issue resolution time. I want to see other stuff. Was it in a cloud environment? What else did you use? I need more. But this is better than the last one. So I don't want to just rag on you all the time. It, it, it's better than the last one, but we can still go more. I need to see those keywords and qualifications here in the bullet points. In the bullet points, they need to be not just technology used, which again, I have to take that out because it's people keep getting the wrong idea, and that's on me. But I want to see used Python and Docker or Kubernetes in a cloud AWS environment, along with RESTful APIs to create blankety blank. So and yeah, you have another page, but like realistically, people are not going to go past the first half of your resume. And this is why I'm not a fan of this stuff is I feel like it takes up enough space so that then the recruiter may only go to this one or maybe half of this one. Because if you deleted this, it gets a lot easier. So that's my vote on this. I don't know if I could move you forward or not. It would really depend on the comp, like how many applications we got. But you might get it with just the Python and microservices. But I want to give you a better chance, which is why I need those other things. The more of those keywords and qualifications you have in, the better. So that is my review for this position. And now transition. Do, 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 do. And I will be back in 1 second. You called? What? Okay, love you. Come on, baby. Cool. All right, that one's done. So who is next? All right. Let's save this because I think this is gonna be correct. Brain, stop working. Brain stopped working. Right. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Python software engineer. I mean, developer engineer. I know there's a difference, but nobody uses them different, like at all. All right, there we go. So this is going to be a resume of, let's see, software engineer, data science, intern. There it is, intern. It's an intern. And captures resume reviews. It's AE? No, that was AF. My own coding system. Four more resumes. All right. Hmm. Alrighty, let's look at this. Well, brain, U.S. citizen, perfect. It says all that up front at the top. Okay. Uh, Huh. I wonder if. Okay, that's something I can find out later. So let's look for interns for data science. Science intern. All right. I mean, I know it's going to be the same as most of them, but I don't know the actual qualification keywords for that. The position works is hybrid, August, additional information, GPA. Oh, Workday. Heh. Currently using GitHub Python SQL. Okay, cool. So in this case, it's probably going to be, I'm assuming, just GitHub Python and SQL. Da, 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 da. Whoop, nope. Let's see. So that is Python, Git, SQL. Is there anything else? Ooh, Blizzard. Oh, that's neat. All right. Python, Git. Yeah, okay. So, or R slash R. I forgot about R. Pairing with SQL, Git, JavaScript. Okay, so it does seem like the tech is going to be a little bit different. Although I don't know if this one is gonna. Did I miss one? React. That was it. All right. Takes direction, criticism. Yep. Let's see. Benefits. Dashboards. That's the one I forgot. All right. Let's see this. So yeah, this is gonna be one of those times where it's gonna be different. Are they a masters? Yep, that's why. They're a masters. Got it. I knew there was gonna be a difference here, and it's because they're a masters specifically is gonna be a little bit different. So in this case, that is complex topics to non people. All right. And then do do do. And so we do need communication. Although it technically goes to complex part. Blah, 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 blah. Data science intern. Da, 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 da. Yeah, they do want a lot of big data too. Let's see. Cloud. Yeah, cloud. High, high spark is pretty good. All right. Cool. Let's get that resume up. All right. So for this resume, we have XXXX. They're looking for a data science intern, data scientist intern. And this is one of those internships that doesn't follow the other internship rule because this is a master's internship, which is what I was saying in previous videos. And here it is going to be different. So we are not going to be judging this just based on a basic tech stack along with the ability to work well with others. We are actually going to be judging this resume based on Python, R, Git, SQL, dashboards, PySpark. I can never pronounce that. JavaScript, jQueries, D3Js, React, Skikit, Learn, Tensor, and the ability to explain complex topics to non-technical people, like your recruiter, along with big data and cloud. So, and agile if you have it. So, yeah, this is not going to be your normal three things that we need. This is a master's internship, which is going to be different. So, let's see if they have it here. So, the very first thing I want to see, this is fine. My only question is I want to make sure these are fully written out in the real resume. Obviously, you blocked them out for this, but don't make clickable links because some recruiters and ATSs don't click the links. It just like they won't be able to click it in the ATS, or alternatively, like it won't. They're being told by HR not to. So otherwise, that's fine. So then we have the masters. You have that. That's correct. Bachelors. We have the skills section. I'm not a huge fan of the skills section, but whatever. All right. Implemented a real-time dashboard. Dashboard is good. We want dashboards. Dashboard, where to go? Oh, with Angular. So I do have Angular. I don't know if I actually do have Angular. I know it's a part of that. Yeah, Angular is nice, but I don't think that's a needed. API is good, and Django's best. REST, those are good. Oh God, you end the bolding, please. You have bullet point. You have bolded too many things that nothing is bolded. Enhancing the efficiency application monitoring by 40%. that doesn't mean anything to me, or hopefully means something to the managers. And able, honestly, your bullet points are fine here, but you bolded it. I don't like the bolding. In addition, I don't know what the tech stack is. It just Angular? Uh, because ideally, Python is what we're looking for. So enhanced SAS user SAS is not a keyword. Uh, User experience by developing Notion plugin to back up various levels of service type. Python is okay. Yeah, R is good. Cloud is good. Honestly, you bolded the wrong thing. So you don't stop all the bolding. Bolding shouldn't happen. There's too many bolding. Let's see what else. Docker is solid. API, but didn't bold API. GCP is solid. Yeah. So like, there's too many numbers in this, and there's too many bolding, but the actual bullet points and the content isn't terrible. Like, this is what I'm going to be looking for primarily, but stop bolding everything. And I want you to, instead of just saying enhancing the efficiency of application monitoring, like, created, not implemented, just say created a real time dashboard using blah, 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 and blah, 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 which allowed blank and blank to monitor things more efficiently uh in a X environment. Like, it's there's so many percentages, it means nothing. Enhance ensure data integrity, that means nothing to most people reading your resume in the beginning. I know that's terrible and people are going to rage on me in the comments, but like, you need to, one of the biggest things here is bullet point number figure, go to the right place. Bullet point number 3, which is you absolutely need to complex topics explained to people like me. Explain complex topics in a simple manner, and that includes the writing on your resume. So I don't think this is a bad resume, but it's hard to read, and you are missing explaining complex topics. Cloud and big data, well, cloud is there, but it's kind of buried and hard to find because everything is bolded, and then you have to go down here, and then you go up here, and then Python is good, but we need more Python. We need SQL. We need dashboards. So yeah, it's an okay resume. It's possible we would move you forward, but having those would give you a better chance because internships are crazy competitive. So that's that's my review of this. Uh, it's a lot of bowling. I know I'm going to harp on that. Please stop with the bowling. Everybody, please stop with all the bowling. People bowled wrong. I've only seen it done once right, like ever. So, all right. Well, transition. Right. That's not how that works. Hmm. I do that and I do that. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. All right. Oh, okay. We have obviously more resumes. I think I want to do like two or three more. So let's see who else we got. We have AG, is that right? We did AF. AG is a staff accountant. Interesting. They have a 500 to 10 ratio, and that's not good. Accountants are in a hot market, or at least they were. Well, I mean, maybe it's changed. I don't know. It's one of did they just give me their real full address on here? Maybe not. Okay, no, no, no. This is a fake address. All right. I was about to say, it's like, is that a real address that they just did? But no. All right. That's fake. It's like a park or something in Florida. So, oh, all right. Let's look for staff accountant. Okay. Yeah, I need to get a better computer and I'm gonna run some games on this so I can take a break in between resumes. All right. So, staff accountant at Trader Joe's. What are you looking for? What the heck? Okay, there it is. Just okay. Qualified. So I'm assuming this is all right. Bachelor's degree with accounting. Yeah, well, that's fine. So BA in accounting preferred. Then we have monthly experience, ASC 842, Microsoft Office Suites. So we are going to go with, and then SAP. Down, 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 down. All right. Within a month, within 3 months. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Excel, just Excel, like thousands of Excel. So macros, pivot tables. There's another one, etc. All right. Then it's going to be Google Workspace, ERP, financial numeric data. Is it Gap? Ba, 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 ba. Financial accountant. I this is how many people apply to this? Over 100 for an easy apply. That tracks. I was kind of hoping to see for a non-easy apply one to see what it'll be, but Microsoft Office Suite software. Yep, there it is. This is this. In fact, I'm going to switch this to Excel, such as and other stuff in Excel because it is critical. It, so many people leave this out of their resume and they get rejected because of it. Let's see. Account analysis data, accounts payable, staff accountant. I mean, that's mostly it. Accountant, senior staff accountant. Let's see. Oh, the same company. They just speed that. There it is. Gap. Yeah, of course it was Gap. Da, da. QuickBooks. Right. So that is a SAP. And then we're going to do like QuickBooks. Yeah, VLOOKUP, Excel, XLOOKUP. All right, that should be good. Oh, all right, and away we go. This is a resume of Mithun. And before everybody freaks out, that is a public park in Florida. So that is not their actual address. I checked it before I did this. So those are all fake, which is good. I don't want to dox people. So they are a staff accountant that is looking for staff accountant jobs. They have an application ratio of, I think it was 500 to 10. Yeah, which is so normally I say 1 in 50 is a solid amount. If you apply to 50 jobs and get one interview, that is a solid amount. But accounting, at least it was a couple of months ago, maybe it's shifted, is a hot market. So that's actually not good for an accountant specifically. So I'm going to see what the issue is. And what I'm going to be looking for is going to be a BA in accounting, preferred. Obviously, if they have a CPA, that's better as well. That they have Excel, pivot tables, VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, primarily, and some F. Gap. I saw ASC 842, but that might have been a company specific thing. Microsoft Office Suites, which is going to be Excel, obviously, PowerPoint, Outlook. I said PowerPoint twice. Sorry, that should be Outlook, PowerPoint, and Microsoft Word. So I'll change that later. So those are the ones you're going to want, along with SAP and not necessarily just QuickBooks, but a type of program like QuickBooks. So let's see if we can find it. This means nothing. Okay, this can entirely be deleted. The only thing I'm seeing that is useful is Gap here, Excel and pivot table, and financial modeling too. That's probably a good one. Everything else can be deleted. Yeah, so you could safely delete this, because this is not helping. None of this helps. So, career note: completed on-campus studies and currently taking distance education courses, be masters in BA. That's fine. Um, I think that's sufficient. But here's the problem immediately: is you have to go halfway down the darn page to get to the bullet points. So, ABC Group drafted the bi-weekly play deductions for K spreadsheets. Nope. Federal form. You have a form, but that might be useful, so I don't want to just grab okay. KPI be Power BI. That's sufficient. That's good. KPIs, accounting deals, RPA. No. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so this is all off formatting wise. So your formatting is bad and your bullet points are not good. And because the accountant market is so darn good, that is why you're having a 1 to 50 application. This would not fly in other markets. So, oh boy, we need to delete all of this. Then I'm going to need you to put your education, which this is a ton. I just need like your CPA and your current education and masters. That should not be longer than 3 lines total. No more than 3 lines. Then for here, we need to actually put bullet points about what we need. Uh, your sentence structure is actually mostly good. You're just using completely the wrong keywords. I don't like streamlined. You don't need to say streamlined, right? You just need to do like created, updated, maintained, prepared is fine. You have that. Uh, yeah, ensured accuracy is fine for this one, and actually led financial planning. Yeah. So honestly, your biggest issue is formatting, and you have none of the keywords uh right here. These are what you want specifically. Well, except not twice PowerPoint. You want Outlook and Microsoft Office. But beyond that, these are what you're looking for. And I think the reason you're having a 1 in 50, which for every other market would be okay, but in yours is not good, is specifically because you're not using the right keywords. So please change it to here, fix the formatting. On my website, there's how you want to do that. and you should have a way better ratio of it because counting should still be hot. It's just that this doesn't show the recruiters what they need. So, or maybe even the managers too. Probably both. So that's my view on that one. And my brain just ended. Yeah, right. So that's it for this video. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm here to help everybody get jobs. That is my goal. Yay. And if you did like this, please comment below. The algorithm is a nightmarish beast, and commenting really does help. Even if it's just like thank you or you suck. Take both. So with that, I bid you all adieu. Direction. I know you. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I got the cassette beast song stuck in my head, man. MP4. All right, that is good. All right. So that'll be it for me. I'm still feeling sick. My brain is so fried right now. I'm sorry. I will talk to you all next week. I'm gonna try to do earlier streams. I feel like people are actually on, so uh but yeah, sorry, my brain is just oof. So that way also lets me use the weekends to spend with my girlfriend who is free from work. So and to upgrade the stuff. But anyway, I'm glad to have helped everybody out, and I will be back like 2 days. So Monday. Yeah, I think Monday. All right. Later, y'all. Bye.